No music, Ramji. I think the video is playing, but no music with it. I think the video is playing, but no music.
Hi, Melissa.
Yes,
We can start.
we can start. Okay. No music. I'm not used to this. No, just kidding. Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to yet another edition of Houston Youth Premier League, the first and only franchise-based Premier League for kids, cricket for the youth. Well done, board of directors and everybody else who's here. We have the franchisees already present with either, I guess, their algorithms and calculation tables. I know some of them have used Chat GPT to pick up the right combination of players. Uh, there is a question I put to Chat GPT today: what's needed to win the HYPL? And I can't tell you the answer right now. But um, we are talking about the Spring 2023 edition, and we are here with some new faces. So first of all, Ramji sir, can you please go ahead and welcome the new members of the HYPL board?
Thank you. Thank you, Malay sir. First of all, on behalf of the HYPL board, I extend a warm welcome to Malay, who has kindly consented to be our moderator once again. I would say that's a default choice, right? So he has been doing a great job every season after season with the player draft, and I mean the best moderator in town by far, by a long distance. And now over to the board of directors. As an existing board of director of the Houston Youth Premier League, it is my privilege to announce that Raj Malpani and Vinod Nair have joined the HYPL board as the new board of directors. So welcome on board to both of you, and together with all the franchisees, let's make another successful edition of this HYPL. Over to you, Malay sir.
Thank you, Ramji sir. Welcome, Raj and Vinod, to the HYPL board of directors. That's not the only new thing here. We have a new franchise. Three of them came back, and we have a new franchise as well, TCC Kings, and we'll be talking to TCC Kings. Prithviraj is here with us from TCC Kings. We welcome back the familiar franchisees, the KT Raiders, Challengers, and Texas Skywalkers. Welcome back. We also welcome Yogesh Patel. Kaka, thanks for agreeing to be here. We have got Cameron on as well. He's there somewhere. Thank you, Cameron. And Nanda sir is here from TCC Kings as well. So TCC Kings sitting separately. I see challengers sitting on one side, Skywalker sitting separately. So there should be some interesting conversations going on. Another new thing this season, we have only 14 rounds, not 15. We'll still be taking breaks. Important part. Your drink break, toilet break, snack break is all after 5 rounds as usual, but there are only 14 rounds to pick. Another new thing, change in the point systems. Platinum players still go for 500, but gold players are down to 350. They have been devalued. This gives you additional room to move on silver and bronze players too, because bronze and silver remains at 200, bronze remains at 50, but gold moves from 400 to 350. Another not a change, but here's the statistics in front of you. There are 20 platinum players in the big case of players. There are 39 gold players, 24 silver players, and 11 bronze players. Just for statistics, 16 of the 93 players registered for this year's HYPL are from out of Houston, some of them out of Texas, 2 female players. And the reason the 93 player number is important is because this year HYPL is in 2 different versions. HYPL Junior is coming up soon, so all the younger ones are focusing on HYPL Junior, and in HYPL Senior or the HYPL version, the age group has moved up to under 18 instead of under 17. So a lot more competition, lots more excitement. There's a new venue as well. We'll be playing at Musa Stadium. That's where internationals were played last summer with the USA Cricket and teams from Nepal and other places. New title sponsor, Turmeric Restaurant. Everybody who attended this gets a free biryani courtesy Vinod sir from Turmeric. As and when they open, thank you for
They are
coming.
already open.
They're already open. So great. I didn't get my biryani though. Sid Janga, thank you. Sid was one of our franchise owners for first couple of seasons. He has opened a new restaurant. Again, cricket patrons, please go ahead and go eat the food. It is good. Though I haven't had my biryani, but it promises to be good. So Sid Janga, thank you so much for sponsoring this great tournament. HYPL, the only franchise youth cricket tournament in the US, first of its kind, of course. That being said, what details am I missing? Vinod sir, Ramji sir, and Raj sir, anything else before we get into the nitty gritty of picking up players?
Yeah, I think you're spot on as always. Maybe before we get into the draft, we could have a quick round of introduction from the franchisees themselves.
Let's start with the new kid on the block. Prithviraj sir, thank you for picking up a franchise at HYPL. Go ahead and talk about how you got into this. What are you looking forward to? And
thanks for especially Vinod and Ramji for giving that opportunity for me to participate. Yeah, more than I think, as also I also want to support the young kids. So we are here to bring out some, I'm living in Dallas, so I thought I can bring some more, because pretty much a lot of the franchise owners are around the Houston area. So I thought there's a lot of local talent around here. I feel like they're really good. So I've tried to get all those kids and try to give them everybody an opportunity and want us to win the cup.
Great. So HYPL is expanding outside of Houston. We have franchise owners from Dallas. Welcome. You have Nanda sir with you.
Yeah, Nanda is going to be my manager, and I have a pet son. Matthew is my coach for my team.
Great. So, welcome guys to HYPL. Hope you have a wonderful season.
Thank you.
And let's move on to the next franchisee. Let's call on somebody who's won these championships in the past. So, challengers, you guys were the champions last season. Why don't you go ahead and make yourself known? Not that you need any introductions, but it's good to hear from you.
Hey, I'm Suryakant Shetty, go by Suri, and here's Deepak. Our manager and the coach both are traveling, so I'm taking their seat right now here. But yeah, we were the champions last time. That's the reason we are challengers, and let's see who wins this time.
So you are defending the trophy, but you are still challenging everybody else.
Absolutely.
Okay, great to see you guys again. Runners up from last year, KD Raiders. Sudhir sir is here. Hari Babu sir is here. Who's gonna go first?
Go for it, Hari.
Yeah. Thanks, HYPL for giving this opportunity again. We are in the second year, probably like third season, and we won one championship. So it's again like we are here for kids, and then trying to put this franchise again. Thanks again, guys.
I see a big sheet of paper in front of you, Hari sir. Big calculations going on. That's not even a A4 paper. That's something bigger than that. So great calculations. You guys are not sitting together. Sudhir and Hari just strategically sitting at different corners.
Not in Houston.
Not in Houston.
Traveling on
Awesome.
business.
Awesome. So HYPL is indeed going places now. And thank you guys. Welcome again. Good to see you. And then the third place team from last year, the Guldeep sir and Subroto sir from my favorite team name. I have never seen a cricket team named after a Star Wars family, the Skywalkers. Please welcome Guldeep sir and Subroto sir.
Thank you, Malay Bhai, and again, thanks to the board, my peer franchises. We look forward for a competitive season again. Again, fair play would be our focus, and less contention, and get the youth and the players charged up to give us a good, solid set of games and interesting outcome from those as well. Yeah, but again, thanks to the board for bringing the juniors. We were looking forward to that. That should make our bench a little easier from the younger ones, and get more focus on the 14, 15, 16, and 17-year-olds. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Thank you, Vinod Bhai and the team.
Thank you. Somebody did suggest last year that you need to change your logo to a Millennium Falcon. Just saying. Think about it. You got that idea from me. So that being said, we have got Yogesh Kaka here with us, and we'll go into conversation with Yogesh Kaka during a break. But here's something interesting. Yogesh Kaka comes up to the field and sees these games going on, pulls out money from his wallet, and here, all matches today, man of the match will get X amount of dollars from me. So Yogesh Kaka, this time bring a bigger wallet when you come to Musa to watch the game. So
Maybe I can use my Venmo.
there you go. You can use your Venmo. Thank you, Kaka, for being here. With that being said, let's start with picking up the players. Ramji sir and Raj sir have worked this amazing algorithm, which is just an Excel spreadsheet, but we'll be going to the spreadsheet now. You want to share it?
Do you want to go ahead and share?
Wheel of Fortune first, right?
Yeah, before we get there on that, the spreadsheet, I think it's time for us to go for the sequence using the wheel of names, right?
Yes.
So let's go for the wheel of names. Yeah, right. Malay sir, do you want to go ahead and talk about the way this wheel of names work? So meanwhile, I can go ahead and type the names in front of everyone.
Sure. So the way this we are going to click on this, and it spins around. When you get the arrow on the right of your screen points to the name of the team. That team will be the first team to pick. That will be the first team in the draft.
It'll be the fourth. Actually, it'll come in the reverse order.
Oh, it is going to be the
Gets
reverse
picked
order.
first will be the fourth, and then third, then second.
Okay, this
final
is another new one. Okay, so the team that gets picked first will be the last one to pick a player. So we got 4 teams. Whichever team gets picked first in this Wheel of Fortune will get the last pick in round 1. The good part is round 2 is where that team gets the first pick. So we go in a serpentine format. You guys are familiar with it. Prithviraj sir, if you need to ask, feel free to stop us and ask. You are new here. We need to make sure that you are comfortable with the drafting process.
Sounds good.
Okay. So with that being said, drum roll. Let's go ahead. Who's going to spin this one?
Okay, so I'll be spinning this. Before getting there, I'm just going to shuffle this order random. So you can see I'm shuffling it as many times as possible, just to be sure that it's not picking up in the same order.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So we've done enough of shuffling now. Now let's start the spin. The first spin.
Oh, the Skywalkers get the 4th pick of round 1. So when we go 1, 2, 3, 4, Skywalkers will be the 4th team to pick a player. Remember, teams have retained players. So from here, when we go to the Excel spreadsheet, things will be more clear. You want to remove the Skywalkers and spin again.
So we'll go for the next spin.
And it's the challengers. So number 3 will be the challengers in our pick the order of the draft. Two remaining franchisees. Who's going to have the first pick and who goes second to be decided right now. And KD Raiders are at number 2, which means TCC Kings, the new franchise, gets the first luck of the new right there. Prithviraj sir, you will be I think this is the first time we have a new franchise picking up the first pick since the time HYPL started. So here we have the order.
Yeah.
Now remember, as a matter of courtesy, you have about 90 seconds or thereabouts to pick a player. We are not putting a timer. We're not going to start playing piano music, but in the interest of finishing this before bedtime, please be courteous to your fellow franchisees and make a pick as fast as possible.
We'd like to pick Matthew Trump.
There you go. First pick comes even before the Excel spreadsheet was out. So Matthew Trump. Wait, let's get our things in order. There you go. Okay. Let TCC King. Okay. Something on
the name has to change.
Yeah. It's again AI driven Excel spreadsheet, so it takes its own time. Maybe it hasn't had a cup of tea this evening, so running a little slow.
Meanwhile, we can discuss something on this.
Sure. Again, especially new franchises, remember wicket keepers are crucial. Your players gelling together, but if you don't have wicket keeper and a backup wicket keeper, that could affect Again, we are playing in cold weather. February can be cold, and kids do end up falling sick. So make sure your backup's good. We are planning to use both Musa and Balkis, so it should be very interesting to see how kids perform in a stadium-like atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to this particular event. Are we ready? Vinod sir?
Malay sir, you want to also make a mention about the cap on the number of out of state players?
The number of out-of-state players is hold on. Did I forget that? Where are my notes? There should be. Go ahead, Ramji sir. Please.
I can fill in. So,
yeah, please go ahead.
While you're making your pick for the 14 rounds, ensure that you cannot exceed a maximum of 6 out-of-state players in your franchisee of 14 players. So that is the cap that you have for the total roster. But during the game, you can be flexible. There's no limit on the during the game.
Right, and you have the out of station players highlighted in the Excel spreadsheet so that the franchisees can make informed decisions. So just to highlight last season's HYPL in fall, the MVP, besides the champions, challengers were the champions, KT Raiders runner-up. Ryan Bagani was the MVP, best fielder, Anirudh Bolisetti. The reason I mentioned best fielder is of late, USA cricket fielding standards have been suggested that they need to be improved. So importance on fielding, best batter Arjun Mahesh, best bowler Aryan Nadkarni. So performers from last season, but again, every season throws up some new consistent players. And this year, as we heard, the upper cutoff limit has changed to 18 years. The lower cutoff is 13 or above, which means the competition will really get more fierce as we go forward into this round of HYPL Spring 2023 edition, brought to you by Turmeric Restaurant. Let's look them up. And
Hey guys, is my screen visible?
yes.
Yes.
So we have to just
Can we pick?
keep track
Or
of.
are we waiting? Ramji, can we pick right now?
Yeah, Malay sir, I think the screen is up and running, so you can proceed with the.
Okay, but I'm saying TCC Kings, the column needs to be leftmost.
No, I think he has put in the number there, right next to the name.
Okay.
So that way it shows you who is the first pick, second
Okay,
pick.
so we'll go ahead with that. Just real
Do
quick.
you want to include number 4 also against Texas Skywalkers, just to be consistent with the numbering?
Yeah, we'll not go to the copy of drafting spreadsheet. That sheet. That's a better way to go.
By the way, just FYI, Turmeric Restaurant is at 23519 KT Freeway, Suite 400, KT, Texas 77494. Get there today, closes at 10 p.m. so we can wrap up this and meet there for dinner. How about that?
I think that's okay, Ramji. Don't change
go
the column now. It's okay. It's going to be fine.
Yes, Malay bhai, you can.
Okay, so first round pick, excellent job, Prithviraj sir. Before even the Excel spreadsheets came up, he was ready with it. Matthew Trump goes to TCC Kings. Now here's the point: KT Raiders chose to retain last year's MVP Ryan Bagani, and that's how they skip the first round pick anyways. So KT Raiders, thank you. Keep sitting. Challengers, it's your turn to pick your first pick for this season.
Joshua Trump.
Joshua Trump, they split the brothers. They should get interesting. Joshua Trump. The Trump brothers get picked in the first round of HYPL. Congratulations. There you go. We have 2 platinum players gone. And with that, we come to the Skywalkers.
Rishi Ramesh.
Rishi Ramesh is another platinum player, again from Dallas, I believe, going to the Skywalkers in round 1. So that brings us to the end of the first of the 14 rounds. This time only 14, not 15, because there was a feedback. 15 makes too many players. Let's keep the squad to 14 only. Starting round 2, Skywalkers, we go in a serpentine way, though these columns don't let me tell you, but you go this way, come down, and go back again. So Skywalkers, your second pick for this round.
Give us a minute.
So if you look at the Excel spreadsheet, meanwhile you look, the teal colored players, for example, are drafted players already picked up. The purple ones are retained players by existing franchisees, and the green ones are players out of state. So just FYI, when you come to this sheet, this is what you should be looking at.
We'll take Arjun Mahesh.
Arjun Mahesh goes to the Skywalkers, round 2, pick number 1, 2023 HYPL spring season. And there it is. So we go back to the challengers. You ready with your second pick? A lot many good players I see out there in all 4 categories. So there's problem of plenty. There's too many things on the buffet spread. Where do you go pick first?
Rithinge.
Rithinge goes to the challengers. We're still in the second round of 2023 HYPL, brought to you by Turmeric Restaurant. The challengers just picked Rith, which brings us to the KT Raiders. Your first pick for this draft. Five platinum players still on the table. A lot many gold players too. And then silver and bronze are open category. Oh, more than that. 1, 2,
No, actually,
5, 6 platinum players remaining. Right?
lot
6.
more.
Lot more. 6 plus 4, 10. I'm sorry. But
The green ones are actually out of state.
4, 5, 6, 7, 12 platinum players still up for your bids.
So guys, it's a KD Rail's turn, right?
Yes.
We are going to Pranav Chettipalia.
Pranav Chittibalia. Pranav goes to KT Raiders. And that brings us to TCC Kings, your second pick for 2023 player draft. Seems a long time since we talked to Prithviraj sir, because that was 7 picks ago.
Yep, you're right. I'll go with Pranav Vasif.
Tanaf Wasi goes to TCC Kings, and Prithviraj sir, you should be ready with one more as we come to round 3. We come around the Serpentine Bend. So are you ready with the next one?
I'll get Utkarsh Srivastava.
Utkarsh Srivastava goes to TCC Kings as well. 3 platinum picks right there, straight out of the bat. Keep an eye on your purse. The platinum players do cost a pretty penny. And with that, we go back to the Skywalkers. Sorry, that would be KT Raiders. My bad. KT Raiders.
I don't mind. Malaysia.
KT Raiders pick round 3.
Yeah, Shiv Sani.
Steve Shani goes to KT Raiders as we come to the middle of round 3, which means that the challengers turn to pick, but they already have Aryan Nadkarni as their retained players. So sit tight, challengers. We'll come back to you. And then Texas Skywalkers have Aryan Satish as a retained player in round 3 of the previous draft. So they stay there as well, which concludes our third round of drafting. Coming to the around the bend for fourth round, we have Texas Skywalkers picking up a player again. Skywalkers, you ready?
We'll take Abhinav Chaudhary.
Abhinav Chaudhary goes to the Skywalkers. We are in the fourth round of HYPL Spring Super Edition 2023. And that brings us to challengers at number 3. Who are you picking? Waiting on the challengers. Okay, time ticking by.
Yep. Pranav Bhattad.
Pranav Bhattad goes to the challengers as we go to the middle of round 4, which means KT Raiders, your turn to pick, but you already have Darshan Haribabu, retained player in round 4. So you keep sitting tight. And then TCC Kings, back to you again. It's your turn to pick.
I will. I'll go Sonak.
Shaunak Malathe.
Yeah,
That
Sonak.
Shaunak Malathe goes to TCC Kings. Almost everybody going with platinum players there. Not almost everybody going with platinum players. Big advantage to KT Raiders, as Darshan is, though I think he should be a platinum player. He is in the gold category, saved some money there after 4 rounds. And we're getting in the heat of where the other players come into picture, the gold, the platinum, the gold, bronze, and silver. So coming up to round 5, let's start with TCC Kings.
Vigan.
Sorry, what was that?
Vigan.
You have the names, the Excel
Can
spreadsheet.
you have
Vihan,
full name,
Vihan.
please? Full name.
Vihan Mehta.
Vihan Mehta. Okay, Vihan Mehta goes to TCC Kings. Good pick right there. So we go to KT Raiders. Your choice in round 5.
Can we take 10 seconds extra?
10 seconds from now or 10 seconds from when the 90 seconds end? Go ahead.
We are ready.
Go ahead.
Abhiram Yerua.
Abhiram Yerba. Great. That's halfway through 1/3 of the draft. We're going fast. Challengers, are you ready?
We are ready. Can we go?
Yes.
Anirudh Bolisetti.
Anirudh Bulisetti, best fielder from last season. Good pick. And that brings us almost to the end of round 5. Skywalkers, I assume you're ready with your pick. They got 3 platinum names still remaining.
Yash Patel.
Yash Patel, a gold player picked. Great. That pretty much does. We are 33% through this amazing draft. What an evening to do this after 5 rounds of bidding. Ramji sir, can you go back to the drafted players sheet, please? So after 5 rounds of bidding for the HYPL Spring Super Edition 2023, brought to you by Turmeric Restaurant, we are looking at the points tally, points that count as cash, but they were not exchangeable in any bank. KT Raiders left with 1,950 points out of 5,000. Challengers have 2,500, almost halfway done. The TCC Kings spending wisely at 2,300, and Texas Skywalkers only have 1,600 remaining. Guys, keep an eye out, because if you go past your budgeted 5,000, the net amount is payable in cash to me, and I'll have my Zelle account over to you as soon as this draft ends. Kaka, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Tell us about your experiences at HYPL. I've seen you at each one of them. So
Yeah, I've been involved with this people so many times, and every HYPL I've been always there to support the kids. And I really commend the HYPL management for starting this initiative. And then every single tournament, the level has kept on going up and up. And it's so challenging to see all the players. And I think some of the players who are drafting today, I think at least 3 or 4 of them are playing for my team, HICC, in the first division games. So you know that how far they have advanced from HYPL the day I have seen them playing in the first one and what they are at right now. So I think really appreciative that you guys are carrying over this legacy of cricket and making Houston the proudest city in cricket world. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Kaka. HYPL Junior, a brand new concept focused on 11 to 13-year-old kids, the younger version. What are your thoughts, Kaka, on that?
I think it will be more interesting to see because we have seen a lot of development in youth cricket, but like when you go to the HYPL, there is a limited of 14, 15 players you can pick, and out of 14, there are 60 players you usually pick. And then you know that the kids are good, but they cannot compete with the kids who are already playing for 4 years of cricket. So I think this is a good initiative to have that junior level where they can develop, and down the road, HYPL have a way to look their farm system where they can pick up the other players from.
Great. And you mentioned HICC. I hope HICC is sponsoring HYPL in some way. We did some free advertising for them as well. So,
well, I'm just a mentor at the HICC, but I can pass a message to them.
I thought you played in the under 50 team.
No, I don't.
The youngest man in the room, Yogesh Kaka. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you. So with that was a little break where you could go refill your coffee mugs. I just carry this coffee mug with me. If there's coffee in there or not, I cannot confirm. Going over to round 6, we stopped last time with the Skywalkers. So coming around, Skywalkers turn to pick, but they cannot pick because Daniel Bagani is sitting there, retained player, good choice. So we move on to the challengers. Are you ready for your pick on round 6?
Yes, sir. Viraj
Ejner.
Viraj Ejner.
Viraj Ejner goes to TCC. Sorry, to the challengers.
Yeah.
Great pick again. Coming to number. Keep on that sheet before we pick on this sheet so that I remember where I am. Thank you. Okay, Katie Raiders part. I'm getting old, so I don't remember Excel spreadsheets anymore. Katie Raiders, Arya Kanat is sitting there, retained player. So we go to TCC Kings. Are you ready for your pick? So that was a short round. Only two franchises picking up. So.
TCC Kings, it's your turn.
TCC Kings, we're waiting on you.
I will get Suvir.
Suvir
Suvir
Gadipati goes to TCC Kings on round 6, which again, Prithviraj sir, we won't let you go. It's your turn to have another pick.
I will get, just give me a couple of minutes.
Sure. And that's where it's interesting when you have a choice of multiple picks at the end or the beginning of a round. And we do see some tense discussions going around. We've seen some tense discussions going around in the past, including phone calls to teams who they originally play from. So that gets interesting. And we are looking at, these are the out-of-station players, I believe.
Yes.
So far, KT Raiders have 3 out-of-station players. But TCC Kings have 2, Challengers have 1, and Skywalkers have 1 too. Remember, you cannot have more than 6. So everybody is still within the limits, but good information to have. We have 3 platinum players still on there. A lot more picks available in gold. A lot more picks in silver and bronze, of course. And again, your silver and bronze are actually your X factors when you do this, when you get these teams, because that's where you get value for money as well. So we are ready, TCC Kings, whenever
Yeah.
you are.
I'll get Krishay.
Krishay Bhatt. That
Can you give us last name together as well? First and last name. Is it Krishay Chancholi?
Yeah, yes.
Krishay Chancholi.
Chancholi. Okay, that's first pick of round 7. We are halfway there. Katie Raiders, are you ready with your pick?
Going with Sahash Shwetan.
Saharsh Svetan, platinum player picked up in round 7. That usually doesn't happen. We've seen platinum players getting exhausted after round 5, but good pick. Brings us to challengers. Are you ready to pick yours? Challengers sitting with the most money right now remaining, so in a good position. And challengers.
Can you bring up the list of players?
I see 2 platinum players and about more than 20 gold players still waiting to be picked up. Here's a rule I would want to modify, HYPL directors, is if you have multiple people from the same franchise attending, if they're taking longer, somebody else from the same franchise needs to sing. Just saying, keep us entertained.
Mullah sir, what are you covering this Sunday on your radio?
This Sunday, we'll be talking about HYPL. If we get the sponsorship money in before that, we'll be talking about a couple of other Premier Leagues going around town as well. So it should be interesting. But yeah, 98.7 FM, guys, 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon, a show called All Things Desi, where we talk about mainly youth cricket. We talk about local cricket. We talk about anything that interests the Desi mind, including movies and stuff. So it gets interesting. Call in if you guys are free. The good thing is we are on radio, not TV, so you don't have to see me again. The challengers, are we ready?
Nabil.
Nabil
Nabil
Chaudhary. Nabil Chaudhary goes to the challengers, and that brings us to the Skywalkers. How are we doing?
We'll take Sachin Selvakumar.
Sachin Selvakumar, platinum player going in round 7. 2 platinum players going in round 7. So we're almost out of platinum players right there. That brings us to the end of round 8. And Skywalkers, I know you know this, how this works, right? So are you ready for round 8?
Yeah, Joy Chalo.
Joy Jadhav goes to the Skywalkers, round 8. Skywalkers in the 3-digit territory, only 750 left. So keep an eye on that. Challengers, are you ready with yours?
Hey Malay, can you go to the other seat?
Vinod sir, can we go to the front sheet, please? There you go. You have about 1,800 points left to spend, highest of all 4 franchises. I think 1 platinum player left, lots of good players waiting in the gold category.
It's interesting to watch Deepak in a muted but animated discussion.
Pranay Balaji.
Pranay Balaji goes to gold player, goes to challengers, which brings us actually to a quick end of round 8 because the Raiders and the TCC Kings had a pre-drafted players, Shaurya Gore at TCC Kings and Kerry Raiders, of course, Sean Jindal. bringing us to the beginning of round 9. Keep sitting tight, guys. This is almost over. Round 9, TCC Kings. Who are you picking?
I get Ajay Prithviraj.
Ajay Prithviraj. Which the first silver player getting picked this evening is Ajay Prithviraj. I hope no relation to Prithviraj, sir, but I believe there is. So congratulations. We did have a situation where I guess that's your son, Prithviraj, sir.
Yes, you're right.
So you talk to. I'll give you the name of another franchise owner who was on a different team, and his son was on a different team, and they did not sit at the dining table for 2 weeks together for dinner because it creates family tension. So good pick there. Katie Raiders, are you ready?
Hey guys, how many outside players allowed?
6.
How many do we have right now?
We have 4, 2 more to go.
We have 4.
Yep.
Okay. Can you give us 30 seconds, please?
Sure.
Can you go to the main page, please?
Unless sir, does
Sorry,
Hari need to
guys.
sing?
Taking little longer. How much more time do we have?
As long as
As
Hari
a
can sing.
Yeah, if you can put some advertisement, Malay sir.
I don't control anything here, so it has to be Vinod sir playing the advertisement. I can share the menu of turmeric. I just looked at it and now I'm hungry, and you are taking more time, so I have to bill extra to Vinod sir.
We are ready.
Go ahead.
Vyasri.
Vyasthiman goes
Yeah.
to KT Raiders, and that brings us to the challengers. Are you ready? This is where it gets really interesting. One platinum player left. I see a lot of good names I recognize from being in Houston. out there, still shaded in white. And usually the gold and the silver and the bronze players are the hard workers because they want to impress the coaches more than the platinum. Nothing against the platinum players. They've already proven themselves. Gold, silver, bronze are the players who are more eager to impress. Am I wrong? Franchise holders, coaches, that's my analysis of HYPL. Every kid who's on the lower grade wants to be nominated to a higher grade later on. So still waiting for. Let's not wait too long where I forget whose turn it was to pick the players.
It's the challenger's turn, and we
Yeah,
go
yeah.
with Adi Nair.
Adi Nair? Is that who you picked, Sudhi sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Adi Nair goes to the challengers. As I said, there are a lot more good players in that pot there. Let's go to the Skywalkers. Do you have your droid? That's not the droid you were looking for. For all my Star Wars fan out there.
Rahul Basu.
Rahul Basu. And I believe he is gold, silver. Rahul Basu goes to the. There you go. Gold player goes to the Skywalkers. Let's get back to the front seat again. Skywalkers your turn to pick at the beginning of round 10, but Shayan Chakraborty is a retained player. So challengers, are you ready?
Darsh Jagan Mohan.
Dash Jagan Mohan, another gold player, goes to the challengers. We're almost coming down to the end of round 10. Katie Raiders, are you ready with your pick?
Yeah, we are ready. Yeah, we are
Go
ready
ahead.
this time. So it's Aditya.
Aditya, it is. That is Aditya Ayappan.
Yeah.
Goes to Katie Raiders. Round 10, last pick, TCC Kings. Can go back to the players page maybe.
I'll get Aman and
You got to wait your turn.
okay.
Aman Kothari?
Yeah, Aman Kotari.
Aman Kothari. Okay, so that brings us to the end of round 10. Only 4 more rounds to go. See, this wasn't that difficult. We can get it done sooner. Was Cameron Best in the audience tonight? Did I see Cameron? You there? Cameron, sir?
I guess you're on mute, Cam. You're on mute.
I think Cam's there.
Yes.
There you go. Cameron,
I
how are
heard
you
my
today?
name. Hi, guys.
How are you? Thank you for being here. And also your thoughts on HYPL, and you umpired in a lot of games at HYPL. So your thoughts and how do you like the tournament?
Well, thanks to the organizers for inviting me for each year to participate as an umpire. I'm right smack in the middle, so I always hold a neutral position. It's wonderful, actually, out there being with all the nice young players, seeing them develop and move on. It looks like a new crop is coming in now, so I'll have to get familiar with the new ones. But all in all, I think it's a new good initiative, and I want to I want to wish you guys continued success and call on me anytime. I'm always willing to support.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Cameron.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Franchisees, last 4 rounds. I hope your calculations are clear. Before we start the round, here's the status of how many points are left. TCC Kings, our new franchisee, seems to be balanced. 4 rounds to go, about 1,000 points. Now remember, Prithviraj sir, if you leave any points on the table, you don't get the money back. So you don't get the money back. You lose it.
I don't get a cash back.
No, there's no cashback policy implemented here. So that is one. The KT Raiders have 750 left. I think that could be a perfect fit where you end with 14 players and nothing left on the table. Challengers in the same boat, 750. And Skywalkers need to pick 3 players for 400, which should be a very interesting choice. I'm rooting for the Skywalkers to come up with the best combination there. So, without any further ado, round 11, TCC Kings, are you ready? I need a KBC-like background score when I say, are you ready? And then there should be a, yeah, there you go. That just gets it. So this is like, doesn't have an impact when I say anything. TCC Kings.
I will go with Ritvik Ramesh.
Ritvik Ramesh goes to TCC Kings. By the way, Prithviraj sir, what does TCC stand for? In Houston, it stands for something else, but I want you to tell us what it stands for in Dallas.
It's just Texas Cricket Club.
Texas Cricket Club. Oh, awesome. Great. Pretty simple. And where about in Dallas are you? Are you in Frisco or
McKinney?
McKinney? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good stuff, sir. KT Raiders, are you ready for your pick?
Not really.
Okay. You want me to pick for you?
Can you keep it in the front page, please?
Front page. There you go. 750. 4 players to pick.
We are ready.
Go ahead.
Sohan Matam.
Sohan Matam goes to KT Raiders for the second round, second pick of round 11, which brings us to the challengers. Sudhi sir and Deepak sir, which one of you sings better than the other one?
My money is on Suri, sir.
Is it? You want to run a bet now? Singing bet within HYPL youth franchise cricket. Here you go. Waiting on the challengers.
Okay, is it challengers turn now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Karthik Dorairaj.
Karthik Dorairaj goes to the challengers, which okay, Srinivas Karthik Dorairaj goes to the challengers, and that brings us to the Skywalkers. You need 2 picks to go, so one at a time.
First will be Bala.
Bala, full name, please. Bala Katula goes to Skywalkers, end of round 11. And are you ready for your first pick of round 12?
Give us a second for that.
Sure. Skywalkers have 200 points left. And 2 players to pick. So tight walk right there. Either they pick a silver player and bronze in the back, or a gold player and eat up the extra money that they got to pay.
Rohan Bhardwaj.
Rohan Bhardwaj goes to the challengers. Sorry, to the Skywalkers, which brings us back to the challengers. Are you ready for your pick? Challengers have 550 points to spend, which means you can afford a gold player and then still come up even. And look at silver players, but if you go only for silver, you'll be left with some points on board. So interesting situation here.
Vaidik Verma.
Vaidik Verma goes to the challengers, and that brings us to KD Raiders. KD Raiders have 400 points left, 3 picks to go.
We are ready with the pick.
Go ahead.
Aryan Javeri.
Aryan Zaveri goes to KD Raiders. And that brings us to the last pick of round 12, GCC Kings. At this point, you should have 2 picks, one at a time. Still looking at a few more players from out of station. So
I'll get Mayank.
Mayank Singri, is that
Yes.
how you pronounce his last name? Mayank Sirigiri goes to TCC Kings, and here, go ahead, one more.
I'll get Jay Gadam.
Jay Gadam, round 13, pick one. It's a round of 13, lucky for everyone. Katie Raiders, are you ready for yours? Six more players left to be picked in this year's HYPL Spring Super Edition 2023. KT Raiders waiting on their pick. They have 200 points to spend. There's still some really good players out in the pot there. So think about the little jigsaw puzzles, the better outfielders, the kids who can back you up with that extra batting and bowling effort. And who wouldn't say no for anything? These are players who are willing to impress. So hardworking players always add to the team spirit as well.
We are ready with the pick.
Go ahead.
Aryan Patel.
Aryan Patel goes to KT Raiders. And Aryan Patel, that brings KT Raiders down to 0. Skywalkers are already at 0. Challengers, your turn to pick.
Mugira Latif.
Mugira Latif gets picked up at almost at the end of round 13. Skywalkers don't need to pick this one up because they have Pranav Ramji, retained player in round 13, which brings us to the last round. Last four players to be picked. Three experienced franchisees are out of money completely. This is the first time this has happened. And the new franchise, TCC Kings from Dallas, are sitting on a stock pot of 300. Starting with the Texas Skywalkers, who's your pick?
Guys, I need a minute, please.
Interesting scenarios. There are some, looking at silver, there are some interesting names in the gold box as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 11, 12, 13 gold players still remaining. Sorry.
Okay, Tarun.
Tadundeep Paul goes to the Texas Skywalkers, last pick of the draft, which puts you in a negative 350. Challengers, are you ready with your pick?
Vinod. Hello?
Yes.
We don't have a money, man, so we don't need any player now. We will play with 13.
You have to pick a 14th player. This is the player you pick whose father can bring samosas and chai.
Deepak, work an extra hour, man.
Extra. So the 14th player is very important for you.
Just kidding. It's Tejas.
Tejas Ganate goes to the challengers. Last pick, Katie Raiders. You don't have any money as well. So let's go.
We're going with Sameksha.
Sameksha.
Down, down, down. Third from the bottom. Yeah.
Soumya Shah goes to Katie Raiders. Last pick for the evening. TCC Kings. You still have 300 points in your kitty. You can't pick a gold player because it's 350, but here you go. Here's your turn to pick a good silver pick and still leave $100 for me.
I'll go with Anish Anup.
Anish Anup. And that brings us to the end of the player draft. Now let's look at the situation. We got $600 coming back for 200 from KT Raiders, Challengers so 50, and Texas Skywalkers 350. TCC Kings, meanwhile, leave 250 on the table. First question to the TCC Kings, guys. This is not over yet, guys. Let's introspect what we did here. How many kids from Houston for you? Prithviraj. I see Tanaf Vasi, I guess, is the only Houston player there.
Yeah, and the two outsiders.
There are two outsiders. So are you happy with how the draft went? We'll ask you first because this was your first time.
Yeah, I'm happy.
You are happy? Was there a player on your wish list that you could have picked instead of somebody else? Or did you miss anything? Did you make any calculations that this is the 11 I want?
There's a couple of kids I missed, but it's okay. I think what I have is also some, like all of them are in my list, so I'm happy with what I have.
Great. Will be good to see you here in Houston. KT Raiders, you had quite a few players who were already retained, but are you guys happy with spending 200 more, getting the right team combination?
Yeah, I think we have a really well-balanced team. So we are going to have a different challenge this time on whom to sit out.
That should get interesting on the sidelines. Good luck. Challengers?
You're on mute.
It's a very good, the way you did this is very impressive and very good.
There is a Houston Premier League draft going on as well, in which they really pay the guy who hosts the draft. So if you know somebody there, you can recommend me. I'm open for recommendations too. No, thank you so much. But
I think I will ask Vinod, he will pay you $100.
no, did you get the right team combination? Is this what you were looking for? Did you come up with a plan that these are the 6-7 players you want to go for?
Yes, I did, but I think Mr. Surato and Gurdeep picked Arjun Mahesh. That's not correct.
Okay, that's all correct. So remember, there is a exchange program. You can exchange players. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ramji sir. The rules about exchanging players happens within 24 hours. Is that right?
That is correct. You have a player trading window that starts right after this draft, and within the next 24 hours, that is by the end of tomorrow, the franchisees can trade up to a maximum of one player with another player in another franchisee, subject to the other franchisee accepting it.
Great. Before we discuss that further, Texas Skywalkers, again, my favorite team name ever. If you put the Millennium Falcon on your logo, I'll buy a t-shirt from you guys. So Kuldeep sir, Is this what you came at 7:30? Was this what you have expected? If somebody had given you these players, would you have walked away with it? Gurdeep sir is out. I see a bunch of players there. Is that Jani Bhai?
Hi,
Jani Bhai is
Milay bhai,
there.
how are you? Good to
Fine,
see you all.
unrecognizable with your hair chopped off. But
Man,
I cannot recognize either. Johnny bhai.
he
how are
is
you, Kaka, everybody?
Doing good.
Gurdeep bhai is outside, he's on the call.
no
but yeah.
problem. You can speak
Yeah.
on his behalf.
Okay, good luck to HYPL once again. Looks like a very strong teams, this year. So the competition gonna be really high. And yeah, good luck to all the teams and honor the franchise honors and all of you, the coaches. I hope we're gonna enjoy this and playing with the good spirit. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I think, and to add on to what Johnny Bhai said, this is Subrata. I think we got what we want. Of course, we wanted to get some others also, but that's okay. That's how it works. But looks like we have a good balance side, and all the best to everybody.
Thank you, Subrata sir. And again, remember the Millennium Falcon on the T-shirt logo, please. One for me. Thank you. Board of Directors for
Sponsor the shirt. I'll make it for you.
Vinod sir is the sponsor for everything related to HYPL. So you just have to say. Guys, Board of Directors of HYPL, Ramji sir, Raj and Vinod, anything you want to add before we close this?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, actually, I'm excited the way HYPL has grown over the past 4 seasons, and based on the registrations which we got, the players who had played minor leagues and also the Pakistan Super League. So the amount of registrations which we got this time is it's the best we ever had, and appreciate all the franchisees owners in trusting us and coming back to the new season. Also, I want and for this HYPL to happen, I want to thank TCCL, President Nanda, and all my club leagues, EYC Krishna, KYC Sudhir, and from NCA Jagan, and from NWCC Arvind, and of course from SLYCC Malaysia, and also it's Gaurav from HCL, PVCC, and Sakibai from Musa Stadium, where this year we have the all the games happening there, and of course special mention to my team, Ramji and Raj, for their unconditional dedication to HYPL to make it happen. Last but not the least, special mention to Roshan and Bhaskar, who was our previous board of members, and all my players, all who have registered. I wish all of you good luck, and see you in a month's time. Thank you, Malay. Ramji.
Thank you, Vinod. I think first off, congratulations to all the players who have been selected in this player draft. And for those who could not appear in this list, do not feel disheartened. That is my message to all of you. That does not mean that you are no less talented. You are definitely equally talented like the others. And this is not the end of the world. This is what I keep telling everybody. Keep playing. The opportunities will keep coming. And the way HYPL has grown in terms of the level of competitiveness over the last 4 seasons. This year, the draft itself goes to show that the level of competition has actually gone into a different level altogether compared to the last 4 seasons. And it is actually good for the sport of cricket, and we are very happy to support that initiative. Thank you.
Raj sir, new board of director, what are your thoughts? Is this what you had accounted for coming in?
No, and so yeah, it is, and it's certainly a lot more. And again, just going back to what Vinod said, right? I have been observing last 4 seasons. Again, Bhaskar, Roshan, Ramji, they did amazing job. And when I guess Bhaskar and Roshan, I guess moved on with their other things, I guess again it was they are again, very big shoes to fill in. I'm happy that we have experience like Ramji and we have a person like Vinod. So I guess that helps us. Quite dynamic. And as you can imagine, as things go, it's quite dynamic. But again, we're happy. We are here. We're making it work. And of course, we have the junior edition. The registrations for junior edition are open. We have 4 more days. We have been focusing on the senior edition. But again, we're looking forward to piloting that, work with all our franchise owners and prospective franchise owners on figuring out how we can get the combination right. That's a different ball game. We'll talk a lot more about that. But thank you. And thank you, Houston community, for constantly supporting everything we do for youth cricket.
Okay. Franchises, any last thoughts before we say goodnight? Okay. Hearing none. Thank you, Cameron, sir. Thank you, Yogesh Kaka, for being here. Thank you, all the franchises. Thank you, Turmeric, for that sponsorship. And yes, I looked up the website, and it's not a good thing to look up the website when you have to sit in front of the computer for an hour because you get hungry. So good luck, good night. We will see you in HYPL in about 4 weeks time, and good luck to all the franchisees. May all the teams win. So see you.